Did this person end their life cleaning toilets all their life? Hello everyone. Have you been well? I am Park Seni, the head of Park Seni Mind Coaching. As I mentioned before, you might have realized that with the typical Korean mindset, achieving great success is impossible. So from now on, I'll help you think about how you can change that. This is extremely important. Everyone, before watching the video, please subscribe and like. To succeed, you need to break away from the typical Korean mindset. That means you need to develop your own character. Think about it. To succeed in this world, you must understand what is truly important and what is the most important and meaningful. You shouldn't accept these things while worrying about others' opinions. You must decide for yourself what is most important, precious, and valuable. You must determine for yourself that this is the most important thing. With that in mind, immerse yourself and live diligently, striving to be more impressive, and ultimately, you can say that you are someone who has worked hard in this area and lived valuing it the most. You should be able to proudly present yourself in front of others. What does such a person have? They have character, a complete character of their own, one that can influence others. Let me give you an easier example. A celebrity who is the same age as the teacher. There is Psy, but when Psy first appeared on TV and debuted, it was a huge shock. Even I, who am the same age, was surprised. I had never seen someone like this before. It must have been even more shocking. For the older generation, before that, only slim people would always appear. And if celebrities were like that, suddenly seeing someone with a belly jiggling around was truly shocking. What kind of person is this? I remember my father saying, "Quick, change the TV channel, this is unpleasant." But then later, Psy became famous. How did he become famous? The music video for Gangnam Style, which contained Psy's enormous and unique character, spread all over the world. It was as if it was forcibly introduced, hypnotizing the entire world, and that's how he became famous. After that, he realized that his father, who had once criticized him, changed his tune, and praised him as someone who brought honor to Korea, understanding that the outcome is what matters. It's only natural that we are drawn to and captivated by someone with such a strong character. No Hongchul is like that too. When No Hongchul first appeared on TV, I was also quite surprised. He keeps talking without giving a moment's pause. You'd think he'd take a break by now, but he doesn't. As he keeps talking, at first it's bewildering and absurd, but then you find certainty, and watching this, more and more people realize you are truly different from us. This isn't something you usually see. Really acknowledging that this is how you naturally are, people will completely fall into a collective trance over you. They'll become your fans, acknowledging that intense character, somewhat envying and recognizing it, forming a fan base. That's why look closely at successful people. Every single successful person has a unique character. All the celebrities you know would have had their own distinct character. I mentioned that even I didn't have this originally, but it developed over time. So developing such a character is the most urgent thing. You need to understand that even without attending a prestigious university, if you have character, you can succeed and influence others as much as you want. And now that we are in a knowledge society, even during the fourth industrial revolution, only those with character can influence others and live confidently as the main character. If you lack character, this is impossible by any means. You need to keep checking yourselves. I really didn't know how to do YouTube, but that's how the world works. If you look at the people who became popular on YouTube, they all have a unique character. Even if it's just a funny character, they definitely have a clear one. And by confidently meeting people with a certain type of character, they eventually become a celebrity in that field. The most important thing for your success is to quickly establish a solid character. Then you become someone who influences others rather than being influenced by them. Teacher, no matter how much I think about it, I don't have a character. I have no idea how to develop a character. Most people feel this way. The teacher will tell you something very important, something that will inevitably help you fully develop your character. I wasn't someone who had a character from the beginning, so I really studied those people I respect, all of whom have a character. How were these people able to build such a strong character at a young age? So, like a psychologist, I analyzed those things and results came out. The conclusion is to succeed without exception. Whether it's the work you do or even your life, it's fine. There is immense pride and self-esteem in one's life. It's a book. I recommend to many people by Napoleon Hill. There is a book called The Law of Success. It's a book that benchmarks the great figure, the Steel King Andrew Carnegie, who did not receive a formal education and was born as the eldest son in a nearly impoverished family. From his teenage years, he did many part-time jobs, among which he worked as a mail carrier. Even when he was working, he lived his childhood with the pride and conviction that he was the best mail carrier in the world. That's how he became the Steel King. Naturally, he had a strong character. Shall I tell you a story? There was a young man. This young man was very poor, so he started working at a bar at a young age, but then he faced a trial. The bar owner said, "Hey, clean the bathroom." But this young man, who was sensitive to smells, turned pale, right. Seeing his distress, a senior said, "Hey, follow me. Just watch how I do it and do it well." He took the lead and cleaned the toilet really thoroughly. After cleaning it so well that it shone, he brought a cup and took a shot of the toilet water. No matter how even if it was cleaned thoroughly, it would still be quite unsettling, but seeing him drink it without hesitation, the young man is shocked. He realizes that there are people who have such pride, dignity, and conviction in what they do. Seeing this, he reflects and makes a resolution, a vow. Even if I spend my entire life cleaning toilets, I will become the person who cleans toilets the best in the whole world. Did this person end his life just cleaning toilets? No, this person is Conrad Hilton, the man who created 250 Hilton hotels worldwide. Now, do you understand? Pride and dignity in what you do are the fundamental energies that create extraordinary beings. However, most people live without pride and dignity in their work. As a result, they end up living an unfortunate and ordinary life, constantly worrying about others' opinions and being led by others. Well, I often think about this too. The Success Psychology program, or psychology class, that I created in 2004 for the college entrance boarding school system, which didn't exist in our country before, was something only I could have created. This was possible because it was me, and it's something only I could do. However, these thoughts have truly accumulated and built up day by day from a young age, allowing me to grow into a person who could establish a proper teacher's character. This is what I mean by the driving force that helped me. So then, ultimately, if you keep doing this day by day, you will eventually develop this mindset. Everyone else says things like this. To succeed, you need to have money in the family. You need to know a lot of people and be acquainted with famous people. Right. And they often say that it's absolutely impossible unless someone supports you. However, once you develop your character, you'll start thinking like this. I am my own support. You can develop this kind of mindset. So when you become that person with a developed character, that person is your support. So please understand this well and believe that in what you do, you are the best. It's because I worked so hard and focused on studying today that I'm moving forward. It's because I am the one who can achieve the highest grades in a short period that it's possible to develop this kind of mindset. Dedicate yourself sincerely and make an effort every single day. In doing so, you will inevitably develop a confident character that will lead you to greater success than even your teachers. I hope that day comes soon for you, and to make that happen, please thoroughly make an effort to make all the content from the lectures your own. With the hope that you will become such an amazing character, I will conclude today's video here. Thank you. See you next time. Please subscribe and like. I would appreciate it